Just who are the Mythbusters? Jamie Heineman and Adam Savage. Between them, more than 2 hours of special effects experience. Joining them is Carrie Byron and Grant Imahara. They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test.
On this episode of Mythbusters, we're putting it into all the naysayers out there as we find out about the myth of Canadian horse meat.
Horse meat is everywhere, in our local deli, on TV, and on our tables.
Kind of an odd-looking horse, isn't it? I wonder if it's been bred for consumption or not.
Actually, they don't breed horses for consumption. The ones that are used in slaughter are either surplus or ones that are no longer used in recreation.
Is there something like mad cow in horses?
No, actually, there's no known diseases that can be transferred to horse meat. There's nothing like BSE or anything like that. The only things that can be transferred is horses can transfer infectious diseases from horse to horse, but that is not transferred into the meat.
I've heard horses and cows actually have a very similar body shape and that the meat is cut in a very similar manner. Is this true?
Yes, actually. As horse and cattle are both about the same body shape and size, they're going to have very similar muscles. The only real difference between a piece of horse meat and a piece of beef is that the horse meat does not have the marbling that a piece of beef would. This makes the meat a lot tougher, and it makes it also a very lean meat compared to beef.
Oh, so the tenderloin on the horse is going to be the tenderest part of meat as well, and the flank, shank, chuck, and round is going to be the tougher parts?
Exactly.
Looks here like she hurt herself pretty bad yesterday. Better give her something for the pain.
Hey, what'd you do that for?
Oh man, I totally forgot. She's gonna get slaughtered tomorrow. Horses need to be medication free for at least 6 months prior to going for processing. I have her papers right here. They're gonna need them.
Is the meat regulated for drug residues, such as bute, the painkiller you're going to give her?
Yes, the Canadian Food Inspections Agency tests for phenylbutazone regularly. Glad I didn't give her any. Her and that baby over there are going to Fort Macleod tomorrow.
That baby over there? Isn't there an age limit for slaughtering horses?
Hi, I overheard you talking. There is actually no preference between young or old when it comes to horse processing. And the level of activity doesn't determine its taste either. Oh, it's Danielle. She's at the deli. Let's go take a look.
Hi, Dave. Who supplies your horse meat?
We get it from Bovary Imports out of Fort Macleod.
Okay.
Yeah, they have 2 plants in Canada. There's one in Montreal and one in Alberta.
How do you grade your horse meat? And how do you determine the costs in what you sell your horse meat?
So when you purchase it from the packing house, it's pre-graded, so I just usually buy the highest quality I can buy, and I mark it up accordingly to cost. The biggest reason why they raise it here is for export. It's not for mostly consumption in Canada, it's for export. Japan, France, those kind of places love horse meat, so it's very European.
That looks pretty good. Is that horse meat?
Yes, it's incredibly lean, protein rich. It's really tough and it's a lot darker than beef.
Horse meat is actually 21% protein with only 6% fat, which compared to pork and beef at 15% is quite lean. It also contains 1.4% linoleic acid, which is an omega-6 fatty acid. It tastes really good and it's good for you.
Do you know who buys a processed meat that's made in Alberta?
Yes, actually. Most of the horse meat that is produced in Alberta is actually sold to Switzerland and France, and also to Japan. Last year alone, actually, we sold over 13,000 metric tons of horse meat.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that big of an industry. Do Canadians eat horse meat too?
Yes, actually, Canada consumes around 660,000 pounds of horse meat per year, and the majority of that is consumed in Quebec.
Well, since we discovered that horse meat is in fact a Canadian product, then I guess that means
Myth busted!